Rehab Aid, Part 2. And I slip one small pill, ibuprofen, between my lips and drink water, dilute water, digest with water, keep it down. The back of my ribs is always tight and tender after, so I arch my back over a cushion on the couch. My breathing begins to slow and my pulse follows. I will sleep here like every night, too empty to crawl to bed alone. The phone is ringing and I am jumping and grabbing and reaching and answering. I am having dinner tomorrow night, with the doctor. I am in the freezer staring at the carton of ice cream. I am so happy I dig and shovel spoonfuls into my mouth because she's asking me to dinner, and I am going, and there is no white coat or tapping, but maybe pressing my head into her chest. And then guzzling water down, so much water down, 16 ounces of water for every pound of food intended to purge, for every 3,500 kilocalories intended to hit porcelain. But I'm too excited to count, so I keep drinking in the water, pulling at the fibers on my shirt, my belly round and pressing, and then I'm in the bathroom. My fingers are prodding at my throat 6 times in 3 hours. My stomach waiting for the exchange. I've got to be faster at everything. The ice cream cannot wait. I feel the rush of cold soothing the burns in my hand as it pours out of my mouth. Milk in the bowl, water and cream. I am so happy, almost melting. I no longer have to wait. Factory Worker, Part 2. My brother is helping me paint the room green. There will be no more pink and yellow and blue, and he is rolling the walls, and I am hiding in the bathroom from the fumes and soaking my body in water. Belly a full crest, and the rolling stops, and I hear him at the door, and she is talking. She is sobbing. My heart is melting, the kind of gratefulness that ended it all. I want to pull my body from the water. I lay and wait instead, letting them have their moment. The door shuts. He is in the kitchen with the faucet on full blast, washing his hands, and something in my belly kicks, bicycling against the water. Please, just wait. Please, please, please. Busser, Part 2. The dishwasher never wants to wait. He walks his sister home after our shift, and I wait on the stoop for him, tracing my fingers over the sprawling hexagons I have drawn on index cards. I flip through 5 or 6 before he's pulling me to my feet and tossing the shapes in the dumpster. I reach for them, but he pulls his mouth into mine, and we are slapping tongues wet, and he's trying to unbutton my pants, and then the fly is stuck, and we are in the back seat of my car. The steam on the windows and his breath on my neck and my study cards in the dumpster, I can feel the pleading on my thigh. I undo my pants, and he's the kind of grateful that started this all. The dishwasher watches my face to wait for a change, and I am watching his face to wait for a change, and then there is permission, and it is not easy, but it is happening, and there is no more waiting, and there is only a pouring out. Busser, Part 2B. I have to say it faster than everybody, because nobody likes to wait, and I'm thirsty and tired, and he's hugging me so close, and I am nodding and knowing that I can never tell him this, and I will let him go on rubbing my belly and smiling and waiting and thinking there will be something there between us. And I am already sweating, and the flies from the dumpster are gathering around our heads, and the buzzing of the ice bin and the tightness of my apron, and I am spilling out of his arms, and the head waiter is yelling for us to come in and cut the lemons, and the faucet is running, and I am out on the floor pouring water from the pitcher with the lies in it. Factory Worker, Part 2. And we are all waking before the sun in the moist earth dark, checking our fingernails and smelling our hands and stripping the fertilization from our skin and placing it on the conveyor belt hybrid bleached. The names are hanging from our lockers, and they are not our names. They hang like scraps of newsprint, like stories old and worn, like lines, and they lie. The closing bell is ringing, and we are punching time clocks, and I am walking into his office, and he is drawing the shades and closing the door behind me and asking me what it is I want. He is laughing in my face and demanding that I take off my uniform and return it immediately, or he will withhold my last paycheck. And I am undressing in the office, and the smell of bleach is clinging to my nose, and I am standing in front of him, and he is crunching ice between his teeth and sucking at the straw, and then sliding a piece of ice down my panties and watching them become transparent under the buzzing light. and his fly is down, and I can hear skin rubbing and sliding, and he is coming toward me, and then my belly is wet. And I am opening the door of the apartment, and everyone is screaming, "Congratulations!" and hugging me so hard. Rehab Aid, Part 2B. We are sharing a tartufo, and the cream is sliding all over the plate, and everything is melting fast, and she is resting her foot on my thigh beneath the table, and we are pleading and plying and negotiating our mouths, and she is wanting the check, and I am wanting to use the restroom. And I'm standing outside the door and tapping my toe and knocking and knowing I need to get in there faster. I cannot let this food sit in my stomach and begin to break down and dissolve and move to my hips and my chin and the back of my arms. And the door is opening and a girl is crawling out and there is blood on her hands and on the floor. And then I'm lifting her off the floor and asking her if I can call someone. And she is drinking water and begging me not to tell anyone.
Our secrets,
washing
like viruses.
the blood and flushing the
Why,
toilet
when a
cup
poison
in
is
the
diluted
stand,
in
and
water
seat is
to the
covered
point
in
where it
blood,
can
and
no
the
longer be
dishwasher is
physically
rushing over, and
detected,
the hostess is
does the
calling
previously
ambulance, and
toxic
doctors, and
solution
doctors
then
over
become
the-
therapeutic?
Close the door.
When the substance itself is gone and all that is left is the information from the vibration, both poison and medicine become the same. Masaru Emoto.